Hello there. It was about a week and a half ago, I think, somewhere around there, maybe 10 days or so. There was absolutely no way in my mind that I was going to go to the Adam the Woo celebration of life. There was no way. The tickets were sold out. I didn't get my chance. There was just no way I was shut out. But today, I am going. I've got two tickets and I will be there. And all I can say is, wow. I've said this before in other videos. I actually did not know Adam when he was alive. I ran into a couple of his videos just by accident when he was covering studio tours of various movie locations. So I had watched maybe 4 or 5 of his videos, and for whatever reason, I never subscribed. So I never saw his stuff until I did discover him after he passed, when another vlogger had this sort of emotional outpouring in response to the news. And ever since then, I've been binging his content. And this all took place just a few days before Christmas. So a couple of days before then, I discovered him. I watched, hours of his stuff. He's been a part of my everyday since then. And it's really what's inspired me to really stay dedicated to recording whatever I feel like and publishing it on this channel. It's really been a life changer for me because I've always wanted to do the YouTube thing for no other reason than to just have a creative outlet. It's not like I'm expecting it to change my life. But I've always had those false starts. I always get in my head and I can't get it done. And there's something about that man's content that just inspires me. And I'm so grateful to have discovered him. His content has been so meaningful and so moving to me that I really just wanted to be there. So when they announced that celebration of life and I couldn't get in, man, I was just heartbroken. I did whatever I could. I reached out to people. I reached out to Provost Park Pass and sent him an email, and he actually responded. The guy is genuinely, genuinely nice and sweet. And he said, no promises. I don't know what I can do for you. Just the fact that he responded was so just amazing. But I really felt like there was no hope. I couldn't do anything to get there. Oddly, it was kind of a low point for me. I really felt excited knowing that there was going to be a celebration of life. I wanted to have that opportunity to just express my gratitude to not only to him, but to his family, his loved ones, his friends, other people who follow him and like his work. I just wanted to be among them and was really let down when I found that I couldn't have that opportunity. I ended up watching a video from Justin Scard. I don't know him either. But I've come to know a lot of the people that kind of exist in Adam the Woo's orbit, and Justin's certainly one of them. And he put out a video that said, hey, look, tickets are limited. We're going to try to have screens on the outside so that if you can't get in, maybe you can go. That gave me a little bit of hope. I thought, well, maybe I can just sort of immerse myself in the crowd and just feel the vibes and the love and just be around other people who celebrate Adam. But then there was a follow-up just a few days ago that said, look, there aren't going to be screens outside, and we don't want the liability of people showing up who, where we don't have space to support them. So don't come to the parks that are around and don't hang out and be there. And that was, again, like another low point. It was a real downer for me. But it was really no sooner after that things suddenly turned around, and I'm so blown away by it. But there's a couple of strangers online who I think they live on the East Coast, but they're going to be making their way out to our neck of the woods to go to Disneyland. They got tickets, but they don't think they can use them. So they just sort of casually threw it out there on a subreddit. Hey, I've got these tickets if anybody wants them. And I looked at it and I'm like, well, that was 30 minutes ago and nobody's responded to this comment. How can that be, right? So I reached out to him directly and I said, hey, look, do you still have these tickets? He came back and says, yeah, I got them. I got 2. I'm like, that's perfect. I want to go with my wife. He says, all right, here you go. I'm like, what's the catch? It's way too easy. I'm thinking he's going to ask me for some money or something. He says, no catch. We're going to be out there. We're going to Disneyland. We thought we'd be able to get there, but we're not going to be able to after all. I'd rather these go to somebody who really wants to be there. So he gave them to me. I've got them in my hand. I can't believe it. I am going. It's really kind of a strange mix of emotions if I'm being totally honest. The whole event is a celebration of life, which is taking place because Adam the Woo has passed away. Passed away, mind you, well before his time. But I really wanted to be there. And the fact that I can go now, it's really a sense of joy for me. I even put out a video a couple of days ago about how I wanted to sit down and think about how to write a eulogy and then record a video of that eulogy that I would hope someday would maybe fall in front of, his dad or his family, and they would see that, yes, he's gone, but his impact is forever. His legacy is forever. And even after he passed away, he continues to have this impact on people. I thought it was a really meaningful statement, and I wanted to find a way to convey that. And that's what I was going to do, is produce that video and publish it and, hope for the best. But man, being able to actually be there now, I'm so blown away that I have this opportunity. And I'm so moved that a total stranger online made it possible. I just knowing that kind of kindness is still out there. It's hard not to feel a sense of joy and satisfaction from that. I don't know how else to put it. I do feel a sense of guilt in a way. I know that there are people that followed him for darn near 20 years. He's been out there doing his thing forever, and he was a part of people's daily lives for many, many years. He's been a part of my everyday for 2 months. His impact on me has been quite significant. His existence and the work that he's done has been very moving to me, so I'm very, very grateful to be there. I guess my point in mentioning that is to let you know that I don't take this opportunity for granted. I know that I'm very, very lucky and very, very blessed, and the gratitude that I feel for these wonderful strangers on the internet cannot be understated. So thank you so much to them. No words can express my gratitude. I am so thankful, and I can't wait to be there to express my appreciation, my love for Adam, his family, his friends. I'm going to be there with my camera. I hope to capture a vibe that represents joy and love and celebration. I'm sure sadness as well. I wanted to share these thoughts while I'm thinking about him. There's so much going on in my life right now that's up and down. The career is really sort of going in the right direction. Finances, not so much. Big expenses have come up. Our poor little dog is very, very sick. We almost lost her a couple of days ago. So something like this to kind of just drop in my lap, it's sort of a reminder that while bad things are always there, there's certainly something good on the other side. So grateful for this, so pleased, so delighted, feel so lucky and honored, and I just wanted to document that and get it out there. So there it is. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like this video because somebody's got to. Look at my view count, please. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.